And now, without further ado, I would like to welcome our first speaker. This is a man who has served our host city his entire life. First, from within the NYPD as a voice for change and reform. Then, after retiring as a police captain, by running for the New York State Senate, representing his native Brooklyn. He then went on to be elected president of the borough of Brooklyn, becoming its first black leader. In 2021, he was elected the mayor of New York City. For the city that has always been host to our flagship annual summit, it is an especially high honor to introduce to you the Honorable Eric Adams.
Thank you. Good morning. As I was reflecting on Nick and Matt's comments, I thought about, this journey. My family's from Alabama, southern part of America, and every year I would go there. We had a large farm, about 130 acres, and I like to play farmer since living in New York so much. And you would move hay from one side of the farm to the next using a trailer. And one year, the trailer broke down. And I had to move the hay from one side to the next. I hooked up the motorcycle to this little wagon. And when I completed the job, I said, I learned that from Vietnam. Vietnam, they do not have a lot of cars, so they use something called a tut-tut. And after visiting there, I saw it, and it was placed inside my brain, and when I needed, I drew upon it. Why is that significant? If we are going to solve global problems, then we need to have global people at the table. If we are in circles where everyone looks like us, talk like us, walk like us, eat the same food, listen to the same music, and bring the same cultural backgrounds, then we will only have a local problem. You can't be a metro leader in a passport generation. We have to expand and lean into our discomfort. We need to look around the tables and the rooms, the boardrooms, and see, do I have different people in that room that's going to help me bring their cultural norms so that they can solve the global problems? That is how we came up with the vaccine for COVID. That is how the Global Fund is coming up with the answer to ending AIDS in the next few years. That is how we solve that. That is what New York is. New York is the capital of many of the countries across the globe. We have the largest API, Russian-speaking, African-American, African diaspora, Jewish population. Matter of fact, we call New York the Tel Aviv of America. That is why you're here today. Corporate, communities, nonprofits, tearing down the walls that divided us, allowing us to understand that the answer lies in all of us coming together and facing the challenges together. And let me end with just that. We must face them. Everything we face can't be changed, but nothing can be changed unless we face it. James Baldwin. The goal is to face our challenges. The goal is to face world hunger. The goal is to face sex trafficking. The goal is to face climate change. The goal is to face the lack of clean water. The goal is to face these things. And we're fortunate to be in a room at an opportune time to face them. I thank you for hosting this conference in New York City. And I only ask you one thing while you're here in the city. Spend money, spend money. Thank you.